What's happening? Welcome to a new video. Got a bit of an issue. I'll bring you closer. And think this through. Apologies, it's taken a lot longer than expected. Right. Give me a sec. Yeah, so this is my leg at the minute. Drawing a bit of a comparison. It's actually gone down overnight, the swelling. So, I don't know what that is. That's my right leg, that's my left leg. Like, you can see all the muscles in my right leg. Yeah. Look how thin it is. And that's that's the thick boy. Big, thick left leg. It's infected. I've got an infection, got a bacterial infection. I got a lot of mosquito bites. You can still see some. I'm not even going to attempt to lift that leg up again, it's too painful. We were sat at a bar, me, Fisher and Sam, watching the Liverpool match. I could feel something biting the back of my knee, this knee, but under here, but we could not see any mosquitoes. Anyway, we got back and we all realised we'd all been bitten to death. I didn't put any spray on, which I do have, because I'd not seen any mosquitoes really, but I then realised we hadn't been out in the evening really.
Hold on, stay there, Martin. Turn around. Look at that.
Mosquito bites to death. Look how
Wow.
thick that one is. Anyway, I got attacked by them. That's not the issue. I like to scratch them. Pop them, scratch them, whatever. And I must have done it with some sort of bacteria on my hand, or I made the wound and then something else infected it. I maybe touched it when I'd done something else. I don't know what happened, but it got infected. And I realised, so that happened, the bites happened on Tuesday last week. It is now Wednesday the week after, so it's been 8 days. And I didn't really notice anything until maybe Friday. I was like, oh, that's infected, or swelling up quite a bit, and it was just probably that big. And then Saturday came and we went to Tulum. And if you're following the channel, you'll have seen us go to Tulum, and I walked around absolutely fine that day. And I remember we arrived and I went to Sam, look at my leg. And it was bright red here, there. Not really swollen, just a tiny bit, but the whole area was bright red. And Sam was like, wow, look at that. So we just carried on with the day. And then no pain, nothing. I was just like, yeah, it's annoying. And then Sunday, it got worse. And then Monday, it got worse. And Monday, it was bad. My whole leg is swollen up to about here. And then just above my knee. So my knee under here, I can actually show you. You can't see my kneecap, can you? So it's just like a big... I look fat. Let me get that back on. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Yeah, it doesn't work properly. And I was like, basically I couldn't walk. I didn't feel good on Saturday night, and then on Sunday we didn't do anything because I didn't feel very good. I thought it was unrelated. And then Monday, my leg was so swollen, it swelled up around my knee and stuff. Yesterday came, because I said to Tanya, I want to give it a few more days because my body usually recovers from everything I get pretty quickly without medicine. And I sent her on Monday to get some amoxicillin, which is the penicillin that I have when I've got infections. Like I've had infections in my fingers and I've had a jaw infection before, and they always give me amoxicillin, and it's like 10 or 15, 12 tablets, something like that, whatever the pack is. One every 8 hours, so 3 a day until the pack's gone, and then you're cool. Just make sure you use the whole dose and you're flying. Get some ibuprofen for the swelling, get some paracetamol for the pain, and we're better. I also took some antihistamines because my friend who's a nurse said that would help. None of those were helping. I was getting ill. I was starting to feel sick. Mum, if you're watching this, don't moan that I didn't tell you. My mum likes to worry about everything, even though I'm 32. And I've managed not to die so far in my life. So I got to Tuesday morning and I woke up at 7, I think 6 or 7 in the morning, and I knew as soon as I lifted my head up I was going to want to throw up, and I couldn't figure out why. I was shivering in the night, like violently shivering, so I knew I had a fever, and I was just thinking, hope this isn't COVID, because I don't want to have to stay inside. And then I got up to go to the bathroom, and I had Invisalign, so I wear the plastic retainers in my camera died for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so I wear Invisalign plastic retainers because I had Invisalign to fix my teeth a while back, and you don't want to throw up in them because they're expensive to replace, and you have to put them in your mouth every night and they'll stink. I do wash them, but they stink of like stomach acid. Anyway, I threw up. I got to the toilet. Anyway, I haven't even explained the pain. So when I sit up, I've got my leg raised and I sleep like that, and my leg around here, actually pretty much all of it, is that tight. I can't pinch. See, I'm trying there, that's pressing pretty hard. I can't pinch because it's that inflamed and tight. There's no space for it to inflame anymore. So when I stand up, the worst part is underneath my knee where it's completely solid. The blood rushes to there when I stand up, and then it's just excruciating pain, and I have to stand there for a while and just accept it, and then I'm able to like kind of hobble on it. It's a lot better today, I'll explain why. And then I got to the toilet and I just about had enough time to get down to my knees to throw up in the toilet, because I can't just drop to my knees because I can't bend this knee, so I had to kind of drop to this one and then fall on my arse and then get my head to the toilet. And I just threw up water and then some yellow stuff, which I think was Coke. But it was actually not a bad sick, if I'm being honest. I've had some. You've all had some terrible hungover sicks, but that one wasn't bad. Luckily, it was about 8 hours after I had all the tablets the night before, so I didn't throw any of them up. I don't think. I'd hope not. So I got up and I sat here, and I was like, I'll just check my laptop, see if anything urgent's happened with work. And as I was checking it, I then woke up. Turns out I've fallen asleep straight away. So I woke up just lying on this couch, and Tanya walked through, and I could not open my eyes. I was like, oh, it was too bright, even though the lights weren't on. There was the 7 o'clock morning sun come through there, and I was just like, oh my God, what is happening? So I took some more painkillers and some of the amoxicillin that I prescribed myself. Turns out my self-diagnosis that it was an infected leg, and my self-prescription, because you can just buy stuff over the counter in Mexico, of amoxicillin, was correct. I just needed one extra thing in it, which I'll explain later, and I'll show you the prescription and the medicine and the ridiculous costs of them both. Stay tuned to find out how expensive medical stuff is in Mexico. I think my insurance will pay for it, but it's whatever. It's not that much. So I just looked at Tanya, and she'd been trying to get me to go for like 4 days or something. Like, she was like, please go to the hospital. And I was like, nah, I'm fine. Too hard to do that. And I just looked at her and I was like, my head was just like, you need to go. I've got a massive phobia of injections. Attempt 3, camera died again. It's just literally too hot now, the camera. So it's turned off. It's not that hot in this room. I mean, it's pretty hot. Aircon off while I'm recording the video. You don't want that noise. So you're on iPhone footage now. So if I'm not looking directly into the camera, it's because there's two. I don't actually know where to look. But anyway, you can look at this. So we went into the doctor's, and it's a 5-minute walk. I kind of hobbled there. It took a lot longer than 5 minutes, but we got there and I walked in and the girl was like, on reception, what's wrong? I was like, this. And then I didn't have this on, so like you can see the gash on the back infected, and she was like, aye. And then when we sat down for like 1 minute, and then the doctor came out and said, come into my room, rapid service class, private hospital though, so it's gonna be good. And we sat in, he sat me down and he said, what happened? I was like, I don't know. Got loads of mosquito bites, mostly on the back of my leg, and I scratched them, and then this happened over a few days. He asked me some questions, took me vitals. I didn't have a fever, which was bizarre because I'd literally been shaking violently the night before, and my head was boiling hot during the night. Apparently, I asked my friend who's a nurse, and she said a fever with an infection is completely normal. Because I was like, I just really don't know. I hope it's just not COVID as well. Can't be dealing with them two things at once. And but yeah, no, I don't have the fever now. It was just that night, maybe a bit the night before, can't remember. And he quickly looked at my leg, checked my right leg, checked my left leg, and he was like, so this is an infection, a bacterial infection, and I'm pretty sure he said cellulitis, and I've googled that, and it sounds a lot more dangerous than how concerned he was, which was not. As soon as he said, yeah, I'll tell you the solution and what we're going to do about it, and I was like, oh, right, so it's not bad. And he was like, no, it's fine. You antibiotics will solve it. He asked me what drugs I'd taken. I told him, and he was like, amoxicillin's right, but you need something slightly more powerful. So he gave me amoxicillin with some sort of acid, and I googled it, and the acid is like more powerful. Adding to the penicillin makes it more powerful, like the penicillin more powerful towards bacteria. And I started taking them yesterday, and it's actually taken the hard bit down from, it was here, so it's now here, and then still there. Around the back, I don't have much here. Yeah, around the back to about there. And then my leg's still red, but it's only swollen to about here now. It's still red there. So it's definitely working. He also gave me some anti-inflammatory tablets and Tylenol, which just seems to be standard paracetamol, but for a higher price. So they did this thing. They put me on a gurney, and I lied face down, and he cleaned it rigorously and vigorously. He got the gauze, the stuff you put under here to catch all the pus and that, and he put some alcohol gel or something on it and rubbed hard. So he ripped that gash apart. And then he cleaned the whole area with this really cold fluid, which felt boss. I couldn't see what was happening. And then he started pushing on everything, full on, I'll do it on this leg so it doesn't hurt. Literally full body weight, pushing down, thumbs, fists, all towards the hole on the back of my leg, getting pus and blood and a mix of both out. Tanya was just watching. I couldn't see anything, so I was lying face down, and obviously it's back that way. And then he cleaned it again after doing all that, and he was like, obviously you're going to have some bruising. Look at this picture. That is what my leg looked like this morning. It looks like a mega infection, but that's actually a bruise from what the doctor did. He was actually pushing on a bruise already, though, because Tanya had already squeezed quite a lot out. So he was literally bruising a bruise. That's why it's bright yellow. That's going to go black and stuff, I know. I don't care, as long as it's solved, I'm not bothered. But if you don't get sick when you're travelling, did you really travel anywhere? Nah. If you don't nearly lose your leg when you're travelling, have you really travelled? So then he cleaned it again, and he strapped it up, and he gave me the prescriptions, and he said, come back on Monday because Tanya's going on Monday, come back on Monday for a free checkup, because it's a private hospital, you have to pay. So we're both going in at the same time. But you can get her injection. I can see Dr. Carlos, or whatever his name was. I've got Carlos Rodrigo. It's a great name. His English was great. He didn't know the word for blister, and he was upset, and he was like, I need to know the word, and he Googled it, and he was like, blister. And now he'll remember that, because he basically said, if you get blisters, that's normal, don't worry, just leave them. So I will. And he basically said, every day, get a normal shower, wash with your normal shampoo, normal shower gel. And after you've done that, dry it and put new spray with antibacterial spray and put this on it. So let me show you now. Give me a second to get up. It's a lot less painful than every other day. So what I have to do first is put my leg down so some blood can go from here to here, and you give it a second, and then I stand up, and the blood rushes down there, so I get pain here, a lot of pain here. As I said, it's a lot better than yesterday, and then I can kind of hobble on it. I'm going to sit right back down now because I need that. and that to show you. I'm back. It's not good, yeah. Don't take my advice of just not going to doctors, just go. First of all, this is the bacterial spray, so Tanya sprays that on me and then puts the dressing on and the bandage to keep it on. The bandage doesn't do much more than keep the dressing on. This is the prescription. They spelled my name wrong, but it looks pretty cool. So amoxicillin and acetylcholine. So 12 tablets, 875 and 25. So it's like the amoxicillin I've got 500s. It was either I needed 15 tablets, he said. No, 12, and they're a box of 10. And the woman was like, "Do you want 2 boxes?" And I was like, yeah. And then I looked at the price and was like, "I'll take the box of 10 and I'll use my amoxicillin for the rest, but I'll just maybe take them for an extra 2 days after or something." When I show you the prices, you'll see why. Then Alcoxia etericoocib tablets. Take one every 24 hours. They are anti-inflammatories. I think that's what's done the major reduction on my inflammatory situation here. When you see the price of them, you'll also be like, mate. Especially if you're English and you're used to paying £9 for a prescription. Then paracetamol, Tylenol. Then it gives me what to do. So clean with soap and so on. Keep your left leg elevated. Stay in bed. Oh, I'm staying in the house. I don't know, whatever. Emergency always open or something. Anyway, so we took that to the local pharmacy. Where's the... So we got here, that's the dressing. These are the antibiotics, and they were 655.97 pesos, not dollars. The price of that's on the screen now. These, we've got a pack of 10. They literally cost nothing. Put it this way, this and this come to about 1,700 something, and the whole cost of the thing was still in the 1,700s. So everything else cost nothing. These are the anti-inflammatories. These are 1,183 pesos. That is a lot of money. Then we've got some more bandages, and there's the gauze in there, and I've got ibuprofen and stuff in there. Yeah, and that gel. So let me show you the prices of this. Oh, first of all, actually, I forgot to mention so I've got my receipt from the hospital. So for the treatment by the doctor, it was 3,000 pesos. We're not used to paying to go to the emergency room in England, so that was bizarre for me. And but I've got medical insurance. I should get it back, I assume. I've never claimed, but this is surely what it's for. Why pay every year if you can't get your money back or whatever? So 3,000. The price of that's on the screen. So you can see here, they charge me for each thing. So antiseptic solution, 490. Let me know what you think of these prices. That's literally just antiseptic solution. That's a lot of money. I think 500 is about 20 quid. 540 is £20, yeah. Gaza, that's them. They're literally pence. There's the price, them 172. So that's about £5 each. Pack of 10 or something. Pack of 5, I don't know. Gel. Desessionable. Something to do with drying. Some drying gel, maybe? I don't know. 82, so that's like £3 something. And elastic bandage. Yeah, bandage. The same price, 85. Medical consultant, 955. I don't know what that means. Curacion Menor, 629. What do you think of that? Do you think that's cheap? Americans watching will be like, "Oh, that's cheap," because you have to get a mortgage to go to the doctors and the hospital in America, which is bizarre. But in Europe, we don't do that. Some countries like France, you have to pay a tiny bit, but in England, it's free. So we actually didn't get a full breakdown receipt from the pharmacy, but the prices were on them. So it was 1752, and if you add together 1183 and 655, that nearly equals that amount. So the rest of the stuff pretty much cost nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna be fine. There's no need to worry, like you were worried anyway. So shit happens. I'm traveling abroad. Sometimes you get injured at home. Sometimes you get injured when you're away. Can you see like the redness difference? See, it was actually further down yesterday, so it is definitely working. As I said, it's a lot less painful than it was for the last few days. A lot. The swelling has gone down, but you can still see there's a major difference in size. Got the thick boy and the thin boy. You can actually see my muscles in this one. Not a chance in that one. But make sure you get medical insurance, because even though I've never used it before, this could have been a lot worse. Yeah, Tanya's always got medical insurance because she needs it. And that is the end of the video. That is why for the next few videos I'm probably going to be indoors because I can't walk. So until I see the doctor next week or something, it's probably going to be indoor videos, but I'll still put daily videos out for you. This is not going to stop me posting daily videos, no chance. I don't give up. I've said I'm going to try it till the end of the year. Even though I said I'm going to try it till the end of lockdown. So it was April till July, and I did that. And then I said I'd stop. Didn't decide to do it every day while I'm travelling. I haven't stopped yet. Not going to stop. I find it fun. You lot seem to think it's interesting. So I'll keep going until I decide I don't want to anymore.